Hey friends, are you ready for some math they didn't teach you in school? Forget algebra, trigonometry, and calculus for a bit, because on our channel, we're going to study the math of love. It's a subject where all of us, whether we admit it or not, are a little bit silly. Here, numbers aren't just numbers, they're the count of boyfriends, girlfriends, exes, and almost relationships that give us headaches. Here, it's subtraction of partners, an addition of foolishness and drama, and the final answer? I don't know friend, it depends on how much you're willing to suffer. Get your calculators and your broken hearts ready because we're going to compute problems even Einstein couldn't solve. Why is it that after a breakup, the solution is always to find X again, even when we know X was the problem? Why is it that 1 plus 1 sometimes equals 3, 4, or sometimes a whole neighborhood? Here, there are no right or wrong answers, just, I wish I had that, and you deserved it. Our lesson plan for today is the journey from monogamy to polygamy, a trip that I'm sure many of you can relate to, even if you don't want to admit it. So if you're tired of wondering where you went wrong, how you ended up in this situation, and if there's still hope to pass this subject, this video is for you. Get your tissues, your drinks, and your fighting spirit ready. This isn't for the faint of heart, but for those who have been hurt, loved, and learned to count their partners. Come on, let's start counting our love lives. Oh, let's start with the very basics, the classic. That 1 minus 1 equals 0. This is what we call monogamy, friend. Just the two of you in the world. You and them and you. Like Adam and Eve in paradise, you thought it would last forever. But what happened? Suddenly, one person left, one person let go. And just like that, 1 minus 1, the answer is 0. You're back to 0, you don't have a partner anymore, you're single again. Back to being alone, not just alone, but lonely. That happily ever after you imagined turned out to be the end. And what comes after being 0? The foolishness phase. This is where the questions come in. Where did I fall short? Am I ugly? Did I do something wrong? You'll replay all your conversations, all your fights, all your moments just to find the answer. But friend, sometimes there really is no answer. Sometimes 1 minus 1 is simply 0. It's over. The sad part is, while you're moping and being emotional in your room, they might already have a new +1. You're still at 0, single and silly. Welcome to the club. Did you think the suffering was over? Oh, not yet, friend. Here's the sequel. You've just picked yourself up from being 0, you just told yourself, okay, I can do this new chapter. And then suddenly, boom, a bombshell. You heard, it wasn't just the two of you in the story. There was a chapter you didn't read. There was an extra character, a villain who suddenly became the hero. Your ex already had a third party. And not just that, they were there even before you broke up. So the equation isn't 1 minus 1 anymore. It became 1 minus 2. The result? You should be -1. But in the math of love, the answer is still 1. You're single again. But this time the pain is double. Why? Because you have two exes in your mind now. Your partner and their secret lover. You have two people to be angry at, two people you need to block on social media. Welcome to the world of bigamy, my dear. Even if you weren't part of the wedding, you're the victim of a two-timer who you thought was your one and only. It's tough, right? It's like an exam where you thought it was multiple choice, but you ended up with an essay. Oh, here we go, we're leveling up. From a simple breakup, we're moving on to a more complicated situation. Imagine this, 1 minus 3. You, minus your ex, and their two secret lovers. Yes, two. Don't be surprised, friend, these days mistresses are like buy one get one free. So, you, all alone, left by someone you loved, who apparently had two backups. What's the answer? 1 minus 3 equals -2. But in our love math, the answer is 2. Why 2? Because even if one left, at least 2 stayed with them. Just kidding. That means you have 2 new problems. But let's look at the positive side, right? At least you found out you weren't the only one being foolish. There were 2 others who were fooled. But here we are, entering the concept of bigamy, where one person is committed to 2. In this case, you're the one who got evicted from the Big Brother house, and they're the housemates who stayed. They're loyal to each other as third parties in your life. Congrats, you have a new love triangle you didn't even sign up for. There you have it, friends, our mathematics is getting more exciting. From 1 minus 3, we're moving up to 1 minus 4. Imagine you, and then your ex has 3 other people. Wow, this isn't just anything anymore. It's like their love is a franchise with branches in different places. So when they leave you, or when you leave them, 1 minus 4, what's left is 3. And what does 3 mean? You're now in a big, messy, and crazy love triangle. Oh, this isn't a triangle anymore, this is a pyramid, friend. But to keep it simple, let's just say, love triangle. Because in the end, only 3 things matter in the story: you, them, and them. The them being the combined force of their secret lovers. This isn't just a simple fight over a partner anymore. Here, there are alliances. They have allies. And you're fighting for your pride all alone. The 3 of you are in chaos, throwing shade on social media, competing to see who's more miserable. It's fun, right? It's like a TV drama, the only difference is you're the star who always loses. Take a deep breath, friends, because we're entering geometry. 1 minus 5 equals 4. What is this? A quadrilateral, or to make it easier, a square? Imagine 4 people are interested in you. 4. Your hair is so long it reaches the next street. You feel like a queen, right? But wait, there's a twist. Out of those 4, only 1 is loyal to you. The other 3 are just leading you on just for today's video only. The one, they're always there, but they're your ex. Yes, friend, your ex who you left or who left you. That's why it became a square. 4 sides, 4 corners. It's messy. Each side has a different story. You want to go back to your ex because they're a sure thing. But then there are the 3 others who bring excitement. But you know they're not serious. It's like you're in a room with 4 doors. Which one will you choose? The door back to the past? Or the 3 doors that might just lead to the scene zone? So many sides, so many angles, so many decisions, and in the end you might just corner yourself with your own foolishness. Okay, let's move on from the square. Let's level up to a pentagon. 1 minus 6 equals 5. The scenario, you're loyal to 5. 5, friend, not 1, not 2, but 5. It's like you're attending a group project, but in love. You're talking to them all at once, making them all swoon at the same time. You're so good, right? Multitasking is your thing. But despite all that, you only have 1 ex, the one who gave you all your trust issues, so now, you need 5 backups. This is where the pentagon comes in. 5 corners, 5 partners, or flings. At every corner of your life, someone is waiting. There's one for Monday, one for Tuesday, all the way to Friday. Weekend? You rest for a bit, girl. It's tiring to be a flirt. So many corners in your love life, every turn, a new face. You think it's fun, right? But think about it. You need to remember 5 different stories, 5 sets of lies, and 5 schedules. This is harder than memorizing the periodic table of elements. In the end, you might just get confused and cornered in your own web of lies. If you thought the pentagon was okay, well, it's about to get messier. Welcome to the hexagon. 1 minus 7 equals 6. Here, it's not just about having many. Each one has a specific role. Imagine, you have 6 relationships, but among those 6 you have an official third party. Yes, you have a secret lover, and your secret lover also has a secret lover. The mess is double. It's like a big party, but everyone brought their own baggage. It's hard, right? Who do you prioritize? Who do you hide? This is where the ultimate test of trust issues begins. You're not just worried about your partner, you're also worried about your other relationships. What if they all know each other? What if they create a group chat without you? The paranoia is real. The hexagon, with its 6 sides, symbolizes 6 times the headache. 6 possible fights, 6 possible breakups in one day. It's like taking care of 6 Tamagotchis. If you neglect one, it's dead. In your love life, if one messes up, it's a domino effect, friend. Good luck to you. Let's count again. 1 minus 8 equals 7. We're at the heptagon, friends. 7. At this level, you're like someone organizing a big party. Everyone's invited. Your ex, your current, your future prospects, everyone's there. It's so much fun, like a reunion. You're all just fooling around with each other. The rule at this party, what happens in the party, stays in the party. No hard feelings, it's just business. The business? To pretend you're all happy. But of course, at every party, there's always someone who'll get dramatic. There's always someone who won't go with the flow. And when one leaves, when one lets go of the group, 1 minus 8, what's left is 7. And who's the loser? Who's the silly one in the story? Not the 7 who stayed and are still having fun. The silly one is the one who left, the one who walked out of the party they started. In this world, if you're the first to give up, you lose. Them, the fun continues. You're eating ice cream alone in the dark again. We're getting more numerous, friends. 1 minus 9 equals 8, an octagon. At this point, your motto in life is, the more, the merrier. There are 8 of them now, like 8 siblings in one family. A dysfunctional family, but a family nonetheless. Each with their own drama, each with their own role in your life. There's the one who drops you off, the one who picks you up, the one who treats you, the one you cry to. The cast is complete. You're like the director of your own movie, and all of them are stars. But what happens when one makes a scene and leaves? What happens when one decides they don't want to be part of your production number anymore? Well, 1 minus 9, there are only 8 of them left. What will you do? Will you chase them? Beg? Oh no, girl. At this level, they can do what they want. Let the ex be. If they want to leave, then go. Who knows, that ex of yours might already be marrying their witchy secret lover. Good for them. You still have 8 backups, you won't run out. Next. This is a bit specific. 1 minus 10 equals 9. Nonagon. Imagine you had one ex. You were only together for 1 year, but it took you 9 years to move on. 9 years of grieving, emoting, and stalking their social media. It's like your moving on period lasted longer than your relationship. Intense, right? But after 9 years you suddenly woke up, you realized, wait, I've wasted so much time. And suddenly, like magic, you had 9 partners. This is your revenge body era, but for your love life. 9 partners all at once. And the good thing about this, at this level, there's no more fooling around. You're all transparent with each other. They know there are 9 of them in your life and they're okay with it. You don't need to get married anymore because all of them stayed. It's like a big happy commune. But if one leaves and gets dramatic, it's fine. As they say, there are plenty of fish in the sea. In your case, there are plenty of other cards in the casino. Just pick a new ace. Happy New Year, friends! New Year, new X. Here it is. 1 minus 11 equals 10. Decagon, 10 sides, 10 years have passed, and every year you have 10 partners. Please compute, girls. 10 partners per year times 10 years? How many is that in total? 100. 100 names you need to remember. 100 birthdays you need to greet. If you have a date every day, 365 days times 10 years, that's 3,650 dates. Your commitment level is over 9,000. But wait, it doesn't end there. With every partner, there's accompanying drama, jealousy, and favors owed. So let's say each one has 100 commitment points. Times 100 partners, that's 10,000 commitments. Crazy, right? That's more than your Instagram followers. And if one of your 10 current partners leaves, it's okay. You still have 90 on the waiting list. Your love life, this isn't a relationship anymore, it's a recruitment agency. Okay friends, we're getting closer to the truth. 1 minus 12 equals 11. Undecagon. At this point you're used to it. As they say, practice makes perfect. And you've perfected the art of having multiple relationships and affairs. It's part of your system now. You want many partners and you're not ashamed of it. But because you're smart now and you don't want trouble, what did you do? You just made them all friends, to be safe, to avoid commitment, jealousy, and obligations. But there's always a but. What if your ex, the one who left your 12 friends, ended up with another one of your friends who was actually a third party? There you go. They're together now. And you, who thought you were safe with your friend zone scheme, you're the loser again. You look silly again. Because in the end, no matter what you do to go in circles, when 2 people connect, there's nothing you can do. So the best solution? Just move on, friend. Find a new 11. That's even more fun. And here it is, friends, the grand finale, the very last polygon in our love geometry. 1 minus 13 equals 12. Dodecagon, 12 sides. Here we've come full circle, from 1 is to 1 through all sorts of shapes and numbers, and now we're back to the idea of 1 is to 1. You've realized that if it's not meant for you, it's really not meant for you. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many people you include in the story, if you're not destined to be, there's nothing you can do. You'll like many people, but you'll only love one. But here's the modern twist. The woman still decides. She holds the cards whether she's open to polygamy or not, whether she'll agree to be one of 12 or if she wants to be the only one. And remember, when trust is broken, no matter what geometry you apply, it's hard to get it back. So the lesson? If you really want many partners, you should have a third party with you from the start, so there are no surprises, no crying. Set expectations, friends. Honesty is the best policy, even in foolishness. And there you have it, my easily fooled friends. We've finished our crazy class in love geometry. From being a silly single person, you became the manager of a whole neighborhood of partners. We've proven that in love, 1 plus 1 doesn't always equal 2. Sometimes the answer is it's complicated, seen, or block. We learned that more sides mean more angles and more headaches. But admit it, no matter how messy, there's a thrill, right? There's excitement with every new character that enters our lives. What's important is that with every subtraction, with every person leaving your life, you learn something. You learn to be stronger, smarter, and hopefully, a little less silly. Remember, love life is like an exam. If you don't know the answer, just guess. You might get it right. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. There's always next semester. You can retake it or shift courses or find a new school where you're the teacher. So the next time someone asks you how your love life is, show them this video and say, I'm in the polygon stage, friend. A little bit of everything. So there you go, friends, in the math of love, the more, the merrier. But don't be silly, okay? Like, share and move on.